Hello, this is Alyssa with Patriot Marketing. From my understanding, my husband has been in contact with you in the past month. I do apologize. It must have fallen through the cracks or something where I was supposed to make this for you. However, I'm doing it now, and we promised this free video. I do apologize that you're receiving it now instead of last month, but alas, here it is. And I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I just wanted to show you a few tips and tricks that you can use to really maximize your traffic online. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first of all, I wanted to point out a couple of things that I really liked about your website. There's this click to call here, and another one here. That really helps with converting traffic or people over to clients. That really does help with that. And I also like these pictures here that show some of the work that you've done. One thing I did notice, however, is there's not much content on here. And what I mean by that, so content is anything that I can highlight, whether it be text or pictures. In this case, I'd be talking about the text. The reason why you want a lot of content is because you want to be found for a lot of different keywords. Keywords, for example, pole building, Spokane, Washington, all of these right here. There's a lot of search volume to be had. This is how much volume is being searched each month in this area. And here's the individual keywords here then. This is their search volume per month. So this has a higher competition rate, these guys do, but yeah, you definitely want to have more of those keywords, and without that content, you're not ranking for those keywords. And it's really important to put yourself in a position to be found. And unfortunately, they're not able to find you since you don't have those keywords and they search these keywords. So basically, with that said, if I were you, my tip would be to add more content to the website. And I would even go as far as saving these images as some of those keywords. So that will count as content and a keyword for your website. So what you would just do, save the image as a keyword and re-upload it to your website. And so all of this is super important because when Google crawls your site, they not only see that you have that content, but you also have that keyword verbatim within your content. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently. Content is also great for ranking as well because Google feels that the more content you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. So, at the end of the day, Google's whole goal is that when someone searches, they get the information that they need. And so, long story short, more content you have, the more likely you're to be found, because Google wants to ensure that the people searching on their platform gets the information quickly and efficiently. So, that is going to lead me to my next tip. My next tip would be to really expand on this Google business profile. It would be really giving yourself a chance to get as much traffic to your website as possible. And what I mean by that is when people search for any given keywords, I'm using Spokane pole buildings, this keyword well, it's close to it, but anyways, that's what I'm using. That's the keyword I'm using. Hold on. Yeah, so there's multiple different ways in which people can convert over as a client. I'm going to go to a different window. It's not in your expertise whatsoever. It's a different keyword, completely different industry. However, I wanted to show you what these first two things I'm going to talk about, what they look like. So that way you have an idea of how it would be presented to everyone. So first of all, there's these local ads here. These capture the people who click on the first thing that they see. The local ads people like because they are guaranteed by Google, as you can see right here, up to a certain dollar amount. So if something goes wrong or something happens, they trust that Google will make it right monetarily. They are also really great because in high-end conversion because of the fact you see this number right here. Every local ad has the business number there. So if someone clicks on that and they're already taking the time of their day to call you, they are more likely to convert over as a client. The local ads, the Google ads themselves are typically right under the local ads. They have a lot lower of a conversion rate. However, they give you a chance to be seen by a lot of different people, and they are a lot cheaper. So the whole reason why I had to go into a different industry is because any pole building keyword I was using, it was not coming up with those local and Google ads. So I just wanted to show you what those look like. Now, the next things I'm going to talk about actually appear here with this particular keyword. So that brings us to the Google Map Pack. So the people who search this way, they want to see a company that is local and in the area, can pull up to 80% of the traffic. So if we look at a keyword, so if I was using pole building Spokane, Washington, so that's a search volume of 40, so that would be 32 people going straight to the competition here. So there goes the majority of that traffic, just gobbled up by the Google Map Pack. And that leads me to ranking organically. So ranking organically is a great way to pull traffic. The higher your ranking, the more traffic you're going to pull to your website. So these people up right here are going to be pulling more traffic than the people down here. And people rarely go to that second page of Google. So it's really important to be on the first page of Google so that you'll be pulling more traffic. So these are all really, really good ways to convert people over to clients. It's all different ways that people search. So it's always, all of them are great things to keep in mind. But I'm going to expand more on the ranking organically part here next. And how you would rank organically, and this would be my last tip for you. You would have to build up the strength of your website, and I'm pulling you up in this tool that shows where you're at, and how you would build up the strength of the website would be adding backlinks and referring domains. So backlinks, unfortunately, are not all created equal. You have good quality ones and bad quality ones. You want the good quality ones because the bad quality ones are not going to do anything for you. And the referring domains, those are when somebody, for example, if you did service for someone and then they started blogging about the services that you provided them and they have a link back to your website, that would count as a referring domain, and that is basically considered power. The more power you have here, the higher these numbers are going to be, and you generally want as high of a number as possible. With contractors in general, we want to see them in the 20s, 30s, 40s range, and at a 1-to-1 ratio. It looks like we've got no data here, and you're at a 3.8 here, so not a 1-to-1 ratio either, but no data. I'm going to pull up your competitors now. I chose C&S Construction, Building Dreams to Reality, Spokane, Washington. So they are actually ranking in this #1 spot here. So they're getting a lot of that traffic. Let's see where they are at in comparison. So they have 241 backlinks. Looks like they just lost 38, but regardless, 241. 54 referring domains, which puts them in the 22 range here, and almost at a 1-to-1 ratio, but not quite. They are ranking for 574 keywords. It looks like they just lost 13, and are generating an organic traffic of 366 to their website. So take a look at you. No data, 49 backlinks, 15 referring domains. You're only ranking for 5 keywords, and you're not generating any traffic. So if we take up these are the keywords that you're ranking for, the 5 keywords. Looks like you are ranking for these 3 service keywords, and then the other 2 is your name. And unfortunately, when people are searching for this kind of thing, they're not looking for the company name per se. They are more looking for the service that you offer. So you really want to rank for more of these service keywords, and that is in your area. Because if it's not area specific, you're going to go nationally, and I don't think you want to be doing service over in Maine. So be a long drive. Now, if we take a look at some of the keywords that they are ranking for, they have more, yes, they are ranking for their name, but they are ranking for a lot more service keywords and in the area. So you definitely want more of those service keywords in your content. For example, this particular keyword has a search volume of 400 per month, and it is getting them 145 traffic to their website. So that is something. It has a competition of 24, and that is the top main keyword in this area. It has a higher competition, but it can still be used, and you can also beat them out. It puts that in that number one position. They're in number one in a lot of these positions. But if we go down to something like this, I did see that this is one of your types of services or pole barn types that you guys, or pole building types that you do. It has a search volume of 50. So it has a higher search volume, but not a very high competition. So that is definitely something that you could rank for and get more traffic to your website. But anyways, basically, long story short, what I would suggest would be adding more content and content with the keywords and information you need and want to be found for, so you put yourself in a position to be found, and also adding those backlinks and referring domains so that you can rank better. There's a lot of different things that you can do to bump yourself up in your online presence. I hope this has been helpful and informative. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'd love to chat with you and help you out in any way that we can. Either my husband or I would love to get in touch with you in whatever time fits for you. So with that, you have a fantastic rest of your day, and God bless.